The other ways to make variables. Oops, I mean use. So first way is, my variable. First way, you can create variable called a pretty cat counter. And then you say when start click set pretty cat counter to 0 and just keep it as a counter. So whenever you want to do something like in Cookie Clicker, if you add a sprite, you could just say when the sprite clicks, if pretty cat counter is bigger than the price you want, well then, boom, then you could buy it. And next way is pretty easy to use. It's X and Y positioning. So you could say when start clicked, set them onto X and Y, and so you could turn them into sliders, and then you could move your sprite around. Let's delete this. And you could put in a loop, set X and Y to these, and so then you could run it, and then you could make your sprite go up and down like that, and you could change slider range to 500 and 500, and look, you can now make your sprites move even farther. And so that's a very nice way to use it. So then there's another way. You could use it as like this little tool to fill it in. Like you could count for like a check. If you want to check if I have mail, just say have mail, and then when start click set have mail to false. Oops. And so then you could next, oops, I don't want this. I don't want this. You just do a mailbox, and then mail. When you create your mail, you could say if touching sprite 1, then broadcast is something like I have mail. And then when you receive I have mail, you could set have mail to true. Ha 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 ha. Look, now look what happens. You don't, and now you do. Ooh, that's cool. Next way you do it is just to make fun stuff. You could say news ticker. You could say when start clicked forever. And then create a custom block called update news ticker, and then under the find update news ticker you could just say forever set news ticker to I eat bread, and then do some stuff like that, like a bag wet, yucky. Oop, I didn't even spell it right. And next you could say stuff like corn taste good or bad. And then when you say that, then you will get a news ticker. Well, oopsies. Wait 1 second. You have to add in some separators. So now it will change. And so next way is that you could do some nice complex thingy. Well, the reason is I could delete the news ticker. So you could make gravity. I'm not good at making gravity, but if you want to make gravity, you can, because you could watch griffpatch's physics tutorial, or I'm not good at. So when start, click set gravity to 0. When up arrow clicked or space, you could just say change X by gravity, and then you say when up arrow key pressed, space key, you just say change gravity by 1. You could repeat this 11.5 times. Just kidding. You could repeat this 5 times, and then you could then repeat it by 2, and then repeat this 10 times. Or change gravity by -1. And I'm not good at it, okay? Just saying. Yes, see, it does not work. So if you know how to use the gravity thing, just tell in comments, because I really want to know how to find out. Hey, why did I say X? Whatever, just type it into the comments. Yes. Yeah, still doesn't work. Will this work? Yeah. Oh, you have to wait 0.1 seconds. Still does not work. So if you know how to use this, just type in the comments. Next you have list. List is cool. List to make chat. You can make a chat room. This will be easy. You just make a loop asking what do you want to say? And then wait. And then when start, click delete all, delete all. And then you just ask this, and then add and drag the answer variable there. And so you'll see when you click on start, you say, what do you want to say? I am cool. And it will add it to the chat room here. And then if you want to make it more advanced, I guess, you could say, you go take the join block, join answer with username. Or you could just say another join and then join several spaces and then username. And what that effect will do is, what do you want to say? I am cool. And then it will also show my username. And then you can just keep on spamming it. You don't always need to use it to do a chat though, because if you want to, you could actually create this X and Y define thingy. So you could create cameras. So this is only for some weird people who don't smart. You guys might know how to use cameras, but I do not. So in this case, I just use a list. I do not understand griffpatch is tutorial, so I made an XList thing. And so you could say like when start, click repeat this 5 times or 2 times, create a clone of myself, change Y by 10. And what that will do is create this thing where we have that, and then you could just add X position here, X position to X, and then when I start as a clone, we also want to add our X position to our XList, because that will be good. And then if and this one you put in a loop. Sorry, we have to change X. Okay, so then if X position is on item 1 of X, which means if our X position is on there, then you just put this in a loop, set our X position to camera X, but you also want to drag this block, item 1 of X minus camera X. And so when you have that, you could copy this, and then you don't really have to do this, you just drag this in. And then if this is 2 and this is 2, so then you just copy this entire string and put it down here. And so what that will do is move it around, see? And so the next finishing step, oh yes, oops, we also have 3 and 3. Okay, yes, so then we could drag the camera X and move it around. So that's a use I used it for in this other project. Ooh, I have some mail. Anyways, that is it. Ha ha ha.